Hello BookTube, I've got another fun tag for you today because this is a new tag. This is the reader in a bad mood tag. This was created by the king himself, Robert G, reader of books. Everyone knows him, everyone loves him, I do too. And here's the prompt. Generally speaking, readers are a patient, tolerant, and kindly breed, but anyone can have a bad day. The following prompts are for readers going through something and who find themselves quietly growing among the stacks. Growling, sorry, not growing. So let's start. So, number one, if you're invited to a social function, how do you respond? A. You decline the invitation by phone, patiently explain you are spending the time, oh my god, I can't read, the evening reading, and quickly hang up. B. You decline the invitation and make up a personal emergency, which requires you to leave town immediately for an unknown period of time. Or C. You don't respond and instead cover all the windows with blackout curtains and ignore the doorbell. I'm a social butterfly, so I'm going no matter what. Especially over reading, I want to chat. I want to hear what's going on. So I'm going to this social function personally. Two, have you ever tossed a book on the ground in disgust, or thrown a book out of the window, or shouted insults at the book? Now, I this is one of my ticks. I don't understand how you, as a grown ass person, can get so mad at a bit, pieces of paper to to chuck it around a room. Like, girl, grow up. Like, I've never got how people were like, this book made me so mad and I was so frustrated, I just flinged it out a window. Like, grow up. I've said that to people. I don't get it. Yeah, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna get annoyed by pages? Like, girl. I don't do that at all. I may, if I have a book, I've got my Heya notes here. I may firmly place it on the ground because I'm pissed at all the time I wasted reading a book. That's one thing, but to throw it at a wall, girl, wait, who does that really? At least I never got it. Or even I do insult books or yell at them. I don't yell because I'm not a yeller, but like I'll look at a book and give it a stern wording or something like that. But yeah, throwing, nah, I don't do that. Yeah, I know I have nearly thrown books on this channel, especially on Unhaul. Like, I don't have room on my desk, so I just like loudly place them on the floor, which you can hear. So that's the closest I get. But then they're unhauling and they're not damaged at all, so it's not really this on the same level for me. Number four. If someone tells you they wish they had as much time to read as you, what do you do? A. Find it insulting but ignore it. B. Interpret it as a cry for help. Or C. Punch them in the nose. I don't. That is a very good one too, because I don't think of it as insulting really. I don't know why. I think it's just, I don't know. I never really have. I always say I have the same amount of time as you do, and just stare into their soul or something like that. Or I just give them advice or tell them that this is like the only thing I do, like in terms of hobby wise. That's really it, really. I don't get angry at it because maybe they're jealous or something like that. I don't know, but I don't put much attention to stuff like that. I would just kind of find this a cry for help. But then again, I would point to them to a lovely video I made about how to read more, finding time to read. You can search that on my channel. And so, yeah, so I don't get angry at that. That's, who's got time to get angry at a lame comment like that? Number five, if there is anything else you'd rather do than read, is it something embarrassing or illegal, profoundly shameful, or all of the above? The only thing, I don't know what I do outside of reading really, outside of just work, but even then at work I'm audiobooking, so like I'm always reading. The only thing I really do is occasionally pick up a guitar and play some Carter Family songs. Like, that's really it. That's not anything to be ashamed of, or I don't know. I don't have a good answer for that. Six, do you think reading makes you charming and witty, or paranoid and socially inept? Do you really care? Well, I don't think reading itself makes you more witty. I think you just you're more read. Like, doesn't affect your personality, I think. But I do like adding paranoid in there too. But yeah, I don't think it has much of an influence. Seven, when you meet someone new, how soon before you inform them how inform them that you like to read books? Is it immediately after a few drinks or on a need to know basis? And that's a good question. It'll come up immediately, to be honest, because I'll be like, oh, I'm just audiobooking this, or yeah, I've been out buying books. Like, it will always come up at the start, even when I talk to friends. We start off with what have we been reading or whatever. But yeah, it comes up immediately. But again, it depends on the person, because if I'm talking to someone who I know doesn't read, I don't want to bombard them with, everything that I've read. It's not fair on them, and it'll be such a time suck too. So, but I do let people immediately know that I love reading. And number eight, tag anyone with a sense of humor. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular in this, but I'm going to just list insane amount of booktubers just because this is such a fun tag, and there's so many people who I'd love to see do this tag. And yeah, let me know what you think about my responses to these questions, and thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.